Well, welcome and happy Saturday to you. My name is Amy Sullivan, and I am a yoga teacher. I'm also a health and nutrition coach, and this is weekend Hatha Vinyasa flow. And I thought today we would fill up our cup. So, there's that saying of you need to have your cup full before you can go off and help out others or be fully present in life. And that's something that's really coming up for me right now. I've got a family member who's sick right now. And so my whole week has been turned upside down. It went from a very normal week to all of a sudden caregiving and a lot of stress. And so, when we get into those situations, it is very beneficial to have the tools in our toolbox to take care of ourselves, right? So I thought today's yoga set would be a really good opportunity to just do some poses and do some movements and some breath work that help us just feel really good and fill up our cup. So that is what we're going to be focusing on today. And we're going to start in a seated position. So easy pose, as they call it, Sukhasana. So sitting with your legs crossed and grounding down in your sit bones. If this is not comfortable for you, no biggie. You could also sit in a chair. I would just say, make sure that your feet are grounded and contacting the earth, because we want to be grounding down so we can lift up through our spine and our torso. So we're going to start off with something I learned in a training for somatic trauma healing. It's called VOO, V-O-O, and it's a little funky. It's a breath work, and it's meant to tap into your vagus nerve. So your vagus nerve is this giant neurological system that runs up and down in your torso, and it connects your brain to the rest of your body, connects into your gut, and it's like your body's information superhighway, if you will. And so the VOO that we're going to do is going to stimulate that vagus nerve, and it can help create calming for your body. It can help you tap into just feeling a little bit better. It can also bring up some emotions. So if that comes up for you, that's okay. That's normal. And you can do it a lot of different ways. We're just going to sit and do it. But you can also hug yourself while you do it. But we're going to keep it really simple and just sit. And so I want you to get comfy into your belly here, because we're just going to say the word VOO, V-O-O, but we're going to get really deep and guttural with it, right? So with a big breath. So first start sitting and ground down so you can rise up. And let's just tap in to ourselves for a moment. So maybe you close your eyes and just take a few breaths here. Just notice yourself present in the space. And start to come into breath awareness. Feel your breath happening. So just notice your belly and your chest rising and falling. Just gently. And now start to deepen your breath. So as you inhale, really feel the air traveling all the way down into your belly, expanding through your belly and your chest, opening up, filling with air. And then a big exhale, let it out. Let's do that again. Nice deep inhale. And a big exhale. So now we're going to do our VOOs now that we are tapped in. So take a nice deep inhale. And hold it at the top. And as you release, you're going to just say the word VOO and let it come from your belly. Okay? So as we release, we go VOO. Should feel everything rattling your stomach, your chest, everything. We're going to do another one. So nice deep inhale. Expand and fill with oxygen. Another big VOO. VOO. One last time, big inhale. And voo it out. Beautiful job, everyone. Nice deep inhale here. And an exhale. And from here, start to do some big rotations with your body. So as you come around the back, make a C with your spine. And as you come around the front, come deeply forward. Use your hands on your knees to help guide your back. Rotating in a circle. Keep going. I'm going to turn some music on for you. Get our soundtrack. And just let your body feel into the motion. Just nice and gentle. There we go. It's our Sufi grind. So now we are working our way up our spine. Just getting deep into our body. Getting comfy today. And then switch directions. So whatever direction you were going, make it the opposite. Nice, deep, big circles. Using your hands to guide you. Keep it comfortable. Again, if you are sitting in a chair, you can do this from the chair too. And then slowly come into stillness here. Root down through your sit bones, lift up through your spine. Let's do a few neck rolls here. So drop your chin to your chest, forward, and then start to roll your neck around to the right side. So your right ear is heading towards your right shoulder. Maybe come back around from the back. And we'll do that going the opposite way. Start to roll your head in the other direction. And as you come around the back side, imagine you have like a tennis ball back there. So you're not dropping your head all the way back. You're kind of coming up and over. Keeping it nice and gentle. And then make your way back to center, back to stillness. Inhale, arms up, high. And as you exhale, twist to your right. Allow your right hand to fall behind you or towards your right hip. Your left hand, your front hand, might rest on your right knee. Use your hands to help leverage your twist a little deeper. Inhale as you grow a little taller. Root down with your sit bones. Lift up. Exhale, twist a little more from your belly button, your navel center. One more big inhale here. And then as you exhale, release, come back to center. We'll do the other side. Inhale, arms up. Grow nice and tall through your spine. Exhale, twist to your left. Your right hand's now in front. It's gonna drop onto your left knee. Your left hand is reaching around to the back. Inhale as you lengthen through your spine. Exhale, twist just a little bit deeper. One more big inhale here. And then as you exhale, unwind, untwist, come back to center. Wiggle it out just a little bit. And then we're gonna come onto our hands and knees for a few cat-cows. So as you make your way onto your hands and knees here, align your knees underneath your hips and your wrists underneath your shoulders. So I'm gonna take my hoodie off here. All right, spread your fingers out nice and wide like a bright shining star. And then let's do a few cat-cows. So as you inhale, cow pose, drop your belly down towards your mat, lift your hips up, shine your heart forward as you squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then lift your chin up, lengthen through the front of your neck. Exhale, cat pose, tuck and round your chin, your hips, your tailbone presses under. Root down with your hands to spread your shoulder blades nice and wide. Press your spine up towards the ceiling. Let's take a few more together. Breath to movement. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more just like that. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. And your next inhale, come back to neutral spine here. And then bring your big toes together. Spread your knees apart. Nice big inhale. Exhale, child's pose. Shift your hips back over your heels. Allow your forehead to come dropping down towards the mat. Maybe it rests down on the mat. And then stretch your fingertips out long in front of you to lengthen your spine. Press your hands down into the earth. Send your chest down towards the earth to get that little opening through your heart. Shift your hips back a little bit more, like 1 more inch to really open, lengthening through your spine. And take a nice deep inhale here. Allow your back body, your ribs to really open and expand, feeling that breath coming in. And then side out, a big exhale. And from here, friends, I invite you to use your yogic breath, your ujjayi breath for the rest of class. So your lips together, start to breathe evenly in and out through your nose. And as you breathe, imagine there's a little ocean wave crashing in the back of your throat. It's a little gentle constriction that happens to build your heat and your focus. It sounds a little bit like this. Sorry if that sounds weird. I hope you can hear it on the mic. But you're just feeling a little sound as you breathe in and out, but you're breathing in and out through your nose. So from here, friends, as you find your next inhale, press your hands into the mat and lift back up. Find your tabletop. Separate your feet. So now your feet are back to hips width apart. Tuck your toes under. Engage your abs up in towards your spine. Root down into your hands. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up high. And walk your dog here. Bend one knee as you straighten the other knee. Just awakening into your hamstrings. Root into your hands evenly. So feel weight going into the ball mound of your pointer finger and your thumb. Send the energy up through your arms. And rotate your armpits toward one another to spread your shoulder blades apart. Bend your knees as much as you need to here. It's more about long spines than straight legs for this pose. Send your belly button towards your thighs. And find stillness here if you're still walking your dog. Just root down into your downward facing dog. Feel your hips lift up. As you inhale, bend your knees even more. Look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Take 2 big old steps towards the top of your mat. Bend your knees a lot here. Keep your feet about hips width apart. And inhale. And exhale here. And start to tuck your tailbone under. Roll up to standing. I'm going to make sure everyone's muted. Going very, very slowly up to the top of your mat. Your head will be the last thing to rise up to standing. Roll your shoulders back and down. And hello, happy Saturday, everybody. Bring your hands to heart center. Maybe you shift your gaze downward. Maybe you close your eyes. Take a moment to set an intention. What would you like to focus on today in our time together? I offer up the community intention of filling up your cup, just finding these moments to tap inward, to feel into your body, and to give yourself some good times on your yoga mat today. So whatever your intention, filling up your cup or otherwise, let's seal it together. Nice deep inhale here. Fill your belly, fill your chest with air, and sigh it out. And bring your eyes back open if they were closed. And come to the top of your mat. So you can choose, I'm gonna turn for just a moment so you can see me, but you can choose feet hips width apart for a little more stability, or you can bring your toes together with a sliver of space between your heels. So either way, you're gonna stay there with your legs, root down evenly through your feet to all 4 corners of your feet so you can lift up through your spine. At the top of your mat here, inhale, mountain pose, lift your fingertips up high. Pause here, root down through your feet as you lift up and lengthen through your spine. Face your palms together to touch. Rotate your armpits toward one another to lengthen even more. Tuck your tailbone under slightly, lift your hip points up. Inhale. Exhale, micro back bend. Cactus your elbows out to the side. Shine your heart up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Tuck your tailbone under to lift up through your front body. Inhale, rise back up, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands through heart center. Bend your knees as much as you need to as you hinge from your hips, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins, flat back here. Pause here, breathe easy for a moment. Parallel your spine to the mat and really root down through your feet as you lift up through your legs. Imagine you're peering over a cliff. Inhale here. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms, step your left leg back here and drop your left knee down. And from here, inhale, rise up. Low crescent pose. So before you do your arms, let's get our legs in order here. So tuck your tailbone under, lift your hip points up, and lengthen through your spine. And you should feel a little stretch on the front of your left thigh. If you're not feeling that at all, walk this right leg forward, just a little wiggle. So you get a little stretch here through the front. And then when you found your grounding base, lift your arms up, palms face toward one another, pinky fingers forward. And inhale, grow even taller. And exhale, let's do that back bend once again. Cactus your elbows out, shine your heart up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, look up. Inhale, lift your arms back up. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms to frame your front foot. And inhale, step back, plank pose. Maybe you're up on your toes, maybe you're down on your knees, but either way, knit your abs up and in. Roll your inner thighs up toward the ceiling and really press your hands into the earth. So strong. One more big inhale here, come slightly forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Keep your elbows nice and tight in towards your sides as you lower down. Let your belly rest down on the mat, untuck your toes. And from here, we're gonna go into a low cobra. So keep your elbows pointing towards the ceiling, hands next to your ribs. Inhale, rise up, low cobra, roll your shoulders back and down your back. Engage your abs up and in and send your tailbone towards your heels. Press your pelvis into the mat. One more big inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down. And let's do a few rolling cobras here. So inhale, rise up, cobra pose. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, low cobra, rise up. Squeeze your abs. Maybe you float your hands up off the mat. Exhale, lower down. Two more, just like that. Inhale, rolling cobra, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Last one. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. We're moving on from here, my friends. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Press yourself up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, few breaths here. Reset, recenter. Come back to your intention. Come back to your yoga breath, your ujjayi. Breathing in and out evenly through your nose. On your next inhale, come to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees slightly, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, root down, rise all the way up to standing. Lift your fingertips up high, grow tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful job. We're gonna do the other side with that lunge. Inhale, mountain pose. Fingertips rise high. Exhale, micro back bend. Cactus your arms out, shine your heart up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, look up. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms, step your right leg back this time and drop your right knee down to the earth. And tuck your back toes and then lift up. So once again, we're gonna find that stretch, this time through the right psoas, the right front thigh. So tuck your tailbone under, hip points up, lengthen through your spine. And then when you have your steady base here, lift your arms up. And feel that lengthening, growing taller as you root down through your legs. Inhale here. Exhale, micro back bend, cactus your arms out. Heart up, look up, lengthen through your throat. Inhale, rise back up with your arms. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms, lift your back knee up and spread your fingers out nice and wide. Inhale, plank pose, stepping back. This time we're gonna lower halfway down, so come slightly forward and then keep your elbows in, make a 90-degree with your elbows bending, and then inhale, upward facing dog. Draw your hands back, heart forward, lift your thighs up. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. One more big inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up high. And take a few breaths here. Reset, recenter. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale your right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend your right knee, exhale, slow lunge, step your right leg all the way through. Fan your back foot, your left foot out 45 degrees and bend into your right knee. Inhale, warrior two, windmill your arms up. I'm gonna turn around so you can see my face. So here we are. Bend into your front knee, send the weight into the heel of your front foot, the outer knife edge of your back foot, and align your front knee over your ankle. So if it's going really, really far forward, that means you need to widen your stance a little bit front to back. And then feel that opening through your hips, opening through your heart. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Gaze over your right fingertips. Beautiful job. Inhale here. Exhale, sink 1 inch lower. And now take your left hand and bring it forward to meet your right. And then pretend you are drawing a bow and arrow. So you're gonna make a little pointer point with your right index finger and start to use your left hand to pull back as though you're drawing back an imaginary bowstring. And you're gonna shoot an arrow. So draw your left elbow back behind you, parallel to the earth. And hold in this position. Keep your warrior two legs. Beautiful job. Inhale here. Exhale, release your arrow. Bring your left hand back to meet your right hand. Inhale, draw that bow back. Elbow back behind you, parallel to the earth. Exhale, release. Bring your left hand to meet your right hand. One more time. Inhale, draw that arrow back. Exhale, release, hands together. Beautiful job. Inhale, back to warrior two. Left arm extends behind you. Gaze over your right fingertips. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach out in front of you like you're grabbing for something you so desire in front of you. Then tick-tock your right arm down. Left arm up. Shine your heart out. Twist from your belly center. Now this bottom arm can rest on your front thigh, or maybe it slides down, finds the mat, or finds a block, or finds a chair to rest on, or maybe it's up here. And use this arm to press into your front thigh to open your hips even more. So strong. Your top arm can stay up in the sky, or you can face your palm towards your face and extend your arm out long, making one long line of energy from your back leg to your fingertips. Beautiful job, everyone. Inhale, reverse triangle. Root down into your feet, straighten your front leg, rise up, swap your arms. Right arm in front, left arm back. Beautiful job. Feel a nice little stretch through your right ribs here. Inhale. Exhale, triangle pose. So even out your arms. Keep your front leg straight. Shift the weight into the ball of your front foot. And now start to reach out in front. And when you can reach no further, once again, drop your right arm down, left arm up. And then shine your heart out. Twist from your belly center. So this bottom arm might be on your leg, might be on your thigh, might be resting here, or it might make it to the ground, inside or outside of your leg, wherever you are. Keep rooting into the ball of your front foot, outer knife edge of your back foot. Beautiful job. A glorious triangle. Option to stay right here stretching, or a little balance challenge, half moon. For half moon, gaze down at your front toes, bend into your front knee. Maybe your top arm comes onto your hip for a moment. And then start to shift your weight into your front foot, so your right foot. Your right arm, your lower arm is gonna go out in front of you about a foot. And your back foot's gonna rise up and shine out. And then when you found your balance, you open your heart back up and out. I do not have my balance as much today, and that's okay. There we go. Half moon pose. Flex through both your feet, so feel mountain pose. Your thighs lifting off your kneecaps. Knit your abs up and in to give you that balance, that stability. And shine your heart out. One more big inhale here. And then as you exhale, drop your back foot back down, triangle pose. And then inhale, rise back up, star pose. Hands out, toes out, heels in. Beautiful job. Stretch into you, inhale. And as you exhale, low lunge, plant your palms down by your right foot. Spin your back foot in line with your front foot. And then your choice, you can either step straight back to downward facing dog, or if you want a little bit extra this morning, step into plank and go through your vinyasa. So lower halfway down, elbows bent and close into your body. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job, everyone. Take a few breaths here, reset, recenter. I'm gonna turn around so I end up facing the right direction when we come up. And come back to your roots. Feel your hands and feet rooting into the earth to help lift and raise your hips. Take one more big inhale here and a big exhale, sigh it out. Inhale your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge, step your left leg through. Bend into your front knee. Fan your back foot out 45 degrees. And then inhale, windmill up, warrior two. And pause here. So finding that strong warrior two stance, look at your front knee, your left knee. Make sure it's rotating outward so you're looking for it to come into line with your second and third toe. Maybe it gets there today, maybe not. You're just feeling that opening of your hips. Maybe even put your hands on your thigh to rotate it outward. And then at the same time, send weight into the outer knife edge of your back foot so that you can open your hips even more. Open your heart. Hands come out. Beautiful job. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, start to draw your right hand forward to meet your left hand. We're gonna go into that bow and arrow on this side. So as you inhale, start to draw your right hand back in line with your body. Send your right elbow back behind you, parallel to the earth. Your left hand, your pointer finger will point forward, your thumb up. So now you're pulling like you're about to shoot an arrow towards that target. What is some big goal you have in life? It's in front of you. You're gonna shoot it. Here we go. You're gonna get it. Bullseye. Release. Let your arrow go. Exhale. Draw your right hand next to your left. We're gonna do that in breath to movement a few times. So inhale. Pull your arrow back. Exhale, release. Bring your right hand forward to meet your left hand. Inhale, pull your arrow back. Exhale, release. Let's do that once again. Inhale, pull your arrow back. Exhale, release. Right hand comes to meet your left hand. And then inhale, windmill your right hand back. Warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle. So reach out in front of you with your left fingertips as far as you can go. Hinge from your hips, and then left arm down, right arm up. Twist from your belly center, open through your heart. Keep rooting down into your legs. That's your foundation, your strength, so you can rise up. And your lower arm might be pressing into your inner left thigh, or maybe it's reaching down to the ground. Top arm straight up, or maybe you find that extension again. Flip your palm to face down towards you, your body, and then extend your fingertips long up to the top corner of the room. Beautiful job, everyone. Root into your feet here. Inhale, reverse triangle, rise up, straighten your front leg. Shift the weight into the ball of your front foot. And lift your left arm up. Feel that opening through your ribs. One more big inhale here. Exhale, triangle pose. So first parallel your arms, hinge from your hips and reach forward once again, just like we did before, but now your front leg's straight. And when you can go no further, left hand down, right arm up, heart out. Your bottom hand, your left hand will reach and find something that feels appropriate for today. So maybe your thigh, maybe your calf, maybe the ground. Maybe you have a prop, so you're going onto a chair today to give you that lifting. This is a beautiful triangle as well. Option to stay right here, friends, and enjoy your stretch, or you can come into that half moon on this side. So if you're gonna do half moon, gaze down at your left toes, bend into your front knee, and start to shift your weight into that front leg. Wrap your outer left hip in and feel that glute squeezing so you can lift your back leg up and then flex into your lifted foot. Feel both glutes squeezing, both hips igniting, giving you that reach, that stretch. Your lower hands might be on the earth, they might be on a chair, giving you that lift. And when you've had enough, find your way back to triangle. Let your back leg come back down. Shine your heart out. Find your balance, root into both your feet, and then rise up, star pose. Toes out, heels in, spread your fingers nice and wide, stretch into you, every single magical inch of you. One more big inhale here. Exhale, low lunge, plant your palms to frame your left foot. Spin your back foot in line with the front foot. And then your choice, once again, maybe you step back to downward facing dog and you stay right here, or you go through a vinyasa. You can come forward in your plank, right? Bend your elbows, find that 90-degree bend, and then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Take a nice deep inhale here. And a big open mouth, exhale, side out. Stick your tongue out. Let something go. And come back to your yogic breath, your ujjayi. Seal your lips together, breathing in and out evenly through your nose. Maybe you close your eyes here, center back into you. On your next inhale, come to the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips back, bend into your knees, and shift the weight into your heels. So your feet might be together, or they might be apart, but either way, feel that squeezing of your thighs. So as you press into your heels, feel your hamstrings fire up, your glutes fire up to lift you. And then you want a little tuck in your tailbone, lift through your hip points, and shine your heart up. Arms come up, face your palms toward one another. Inhale, sink 1 inch lower into that chair. And exhale, stand on up, bring your hands to heart center. Beautiful job, everyone. Let's do that once again. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. We're gonna add a little twist from here. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, sink your hips back, bring the crown of your head forward. Exhale, twist to your right. Drop your left elbow down. Your left elbow is gonna find maybe the inside or outside of your right thigh. And then press your hands into one another to help enhance your twist. Keep shifting the weight more into your heels. Keep squeezing your thighs together. Option to keep your hands pressing into one another or open your hands, fly for the last breath or two that we are here. Take a nice inhale. And then exhale, forward fold, untwist, straighten your legs. Shake those legs out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink your hips back. Zipper up those thighs. We're gonna do that twist on the other side. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, shift your hips back and your head forward, sink lower. Exhale, twist to your left. Drop your right elbow down. It will find the inside. I'll twist around. Inside or outside of your left thigh. For a little leverage. Continue to shift your hips back and down. Press your hands into one another to help you leverage and twist even deeper, twisting from your belly button all along your spine, opening up. And maybe you stay right here. Maybe you open your arms for the last breath or two. Flying in your chair. One more big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Shake those legs out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful job. So from here, friends, come to the center of your mat. So you've got the long ways coming. And we're gonna do a fun little exercise. This goes back to Kundalini yoga roots, which is your divine energy. And we're gonna come back to that drawing of the arrow in a flow. So it's a 4-part movement, and we're gonna start with the right leg. So movement 1, and we're gonna lunge back. So you're gonna take your right leg and lunge your right leg back. So that's step 1. And maybe your arms come up. So we step back. This is sa, S-A, ta. You're gonna root down into your left leg and draw your knee up. One-legged mountain. This is ta. Now, step 3, step your right leg out to the right and make that bow and arrow. Here's our na. And then ma, we come back to center. So you come back to standing, and maybe you bring that leg up as you go in for a little extra balance challenge. So to show you once again, it's back, sa, ta, right knee up, na, arrow shooting, ma, back to center. And then we're gonna do the other leg. So left leg steps back, arms come up, sa, ta, left knee comes up, na, left leg goes out to the left, make your arrow, ma. You shot the arrow, you come back to center. Okay, so we're just gonna go back and forth, right leg to left leg. I'm just gonna go at a steady pace. You take it at your own pace and saying to yourself, sa, ta, na, ma. All right, so we start here, sa, right leg comes back, ta, na, find that arrow, na, ma, step it back. Left leg, sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, the experience comes into your life. Ta, you go through an experience, maybe you like it, maybe you don't, but you go through it. Na, and then that experience ends and a whole nother experience comes in. Ma, sa, a new experience comes in. Ta, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Na, you make it through that experience. Ma, sa, ta, na, ma. We're just practicing the flow of life by giving ourselves a little flow with our yoga practice. Na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. Just a few more here, sa, ta, na, ma. Let's do 2 more, one on each side. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. And when you finish your 2, bring your hands to heart center, standing at attention, samasthiti. Your feet could be hips width, your feet could be together. Maybe you close your eyes for a moment. And just take a moment to stand in your truth, in your power. Come back to your breath here. Come back into you. Revisit your intention for this class. Maybe you're filling up your cup. Maybe you're doing something else. What do you want to focus on today? Come back into your breath. Take a nice deep inhale here. And a big exhale, sigh it out. Beautiful. Come to the top of your mat from here, friends. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands through heart center. And then hinge from your hips. Lift your hips up, straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Or maybe you step straight back to downward facing dog. Or you go through your vinyasa, so your plank pose. Lowering halfway down, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right leg through. Fan your back foot out 45 degrees. Keep your front knee bent. Inhale, warrior 1, rise up. So drill into the heel of your front foot, outer knife edge of your back foot, but this time you're facing forward. So it's the same legs as warrior two, but you're facing forward for warrior one. Inhale here, rise up through your torso. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms to frame your front foot. Step it back. High plank, either go through your vinyasa, your high to low plank, or downward facing dog. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge, step your left leg through, fan your right leg out. 45 degrees, bend into your front leg. Inhale, warrior one on the other side, rise up. Root down into your legs to lift up through your torso. Tuck your tailbone slightly under. Lift your hip points up. Rotate your armpits toward one another. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms. Spin your back foot in line with your front foot. And once again, straight to down dog or go through your vinyasa. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. A couple breaths here. Reset, recenter. Feel the earth grounding you, supporting you. Inhale, come to the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, standing at attention, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. We're gonna do that, so that's a sun B that we just did. We're gonna do that in a breath to movement. We're gonna go through it twice and just take it at your own pace. Take care of you, have fun with it. Inhale, chair pose, here we go. Sink your hips back, arms up, tuck your tail under. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank to low plank, vinyasa or straight to down dog, your choice. We meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, upward facing. If you're doing a vinyasa, exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right leg through. Fan your back foot out 45 degrees. Inhale, warrior one. Rise up. We come right back down. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms. Spin your back foot. And step it back. Either vinyasa or downward facing dog. Exhale as you lower your arms. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left leg through. Fan your back foot out. Inhale, warrior one. Rise up. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms. Spin your back foot. Step it back to downward facing dog or through your vinyasa, high to low plank. We meet in downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Nice big inhales. Nice big exhales. And your next big inhale, come to the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink your hips down, lift your heart, your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, vinyasa, high plank to low plank or straight to down dog, whatever you need this morning. Give that to your body. Take care of you. We meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right leg through. Fan your back foot out. Inhale, warrior one. Rise up. Exhale, high plank to low plank. So low lunge. Step your right leg back, either straight to down dog or through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left leg through. Fan your right foot out. Inhale, warrior one, rise up. Exhale, come back down. Frame your left foot, step back to downward facing dog or through your vinyasa. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Nice big inhale here. And a big exhale, sigh it out. Stick your tongue out. Shake your head, yes and no. Let it go. One more big inhale. And exhale, come on down to your hands and knees, tabletop here. And then rise up, We're gonna come onto our bum. I just noticed my mat sliding along. Make sure I stay in the camera view. So come down to a seated position. We're gonna do a little seated twist here. So you have two options. The more tightly bound version is going to be both legs bent, or you can keep one leg straight. So start by bending your right knee. So this might be the perfect version for you. Drill down with your sit bones, hugging your right knee in, and your left leg stays long. Or if it feels okay, bend your left knee and send your left foot underneath your right buttock. So left knee is hugged in. Here, I'm gonna lift my leg so you can see. So it's hugged in, but I'm still hugging my right knee in. So if this feels amazingly good, stay here. If your knees are like, I don't think so, keep your left leg long. It's fine if it's got a little bend in it. No big deal. But either way, so wherever you are, left leg out, left leg tucked in, hug into your right leg. And as you hug your right leg, feel your spine lifting and lengthening, root down through your sit bones. Inhale your left arm high. Exhale, twist to your right, towards your right knee, and let that left arm come down and hug your right leg. So you're hugging that knee in with your left arm now. So now your right arm's free to come behind your body. Press your right hand into the earth to lift your spine up even taller. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Each inhale is your opportunity to lengthen. Each exhale is your opportunity to twist a little deeper. Take one more big inhale here. And then as you exhale, unwind, gently, gently come back to center. Send both legs out, shake them out. And then we're gonna do the other side. So I'm gonna turn around so you can see my face. But you hug your left knee in, and then whatever variation you took on the other side, take it on this side. So maybe your right leg is out straight or straight-ish, or maybe it feels good for it to bend in and find that right foot underneath your left buttock or somewhere in that vicinity. And wherever you are, hug and squeeze your left leg in so you lift through your heart, lift through your spine, and then inhale, right arm high. Exhale, twist to your left. Your right arm now takes over, hugging your left leg, and then your left arm comes down, working its way behind you. Maybe it's off to the side today, maybe it's behind you, and then press your left hand into the earth to lift and lengthen your spine once again, a little more. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Feel that opening, that feel-good twisting, wringing out all of your digestive organs, helping them do their job a little more effectively. It's like giving yourself a hug inside. One more big inhale here. And then as you exhale, unwind and twist back to center. Let your legs go out long in front of you. Shake those legs out. And then bring your hands behind your hips. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat and use your hands to shift your hips forward, bend your knees. We're gonna come on down to the mat. So you can choose if you want a little extra core here. You can roll down slow and controlled. So heart up, abs in, arms out. And then maybe your feet are on the ground, or maybe they come parallel to the earth here. And then you knit your abs up and in and lower slow and controlled for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Beautiful job. And tuck your tailbone under. So you get back to a neutral spine. If you're like me, your lower back lifts a lot when you come down. So finding a neutral spine, not a big gap here in your lower back. And then walk your feet in towards your bum. We're gonna do a little bridge pose here. So walk your feet in as close as they want to go today. Bring your hands down next to your hips, palms facing down. Press your hands into the earth. Press your heels into the earth. Tuck your tailbone under, knit your abs up and in. And start to lift your hips up towards the sky. Root down into your heels and squeeze your thighs toward one another. Feel your hamstrings ignite to lift your hips higher. Maybe you keep pressing your hands into the earth, or maybe you interlace them underneath your butt and roll your shoulders under. to open through your heart a little more wherever you are. Open through your heart, open through your hips. Root into your heels. Take one more big inhale here. And then exhale, roll down. Slow and controlled vertebrae by vertebrae. Your tailbone will be the last thing to make it to the mat. And then hug both knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze. Rock side to side, or maybe around in a circle with your knees. And then from here, friends, figure four. So drop your left foot down to the mat, cross your right foot on top of your left knee, and then press your lifted knee, your right knee, away from your face. And maybe this feels amazing and you're getting a good little hip stretch, or maybe you want a little more. And so you grab onto the back of your left thigh and draw both knees towards your face. Press your tailbone toward the earth gently to enhance your stretch. And if it feels good, maybe you rock side to side here. Maybe you want stillness, whatever floats your boat, fills your cup. And come back to stillness, back to the center, and gently release your legs. Bring your left foot down to the mat, right foot down to the mat. And we'll do the other side. Cross your left ankle on top of your right knee. Send your left knee away from your face, and then flex your left foot. Maybe you stay right here, enjoy the stretch, or maybe you want more and you grab onto the back of your right thigh, draw both knees into your chest. And maybe you rock side to side if that felt good with the other leg. Give it a try on this side. And then come back to center. Gently release both your legs. Hug both knees into your chest. From here, knit your abs in and gently draw your knees over to the left. Maybe your bottom leg extends out long. Stack your right hip on top of your left. So for a little tighter twist, both knees are up and in together. Or for a little more release for your lower spine, keep that left leg long. And then maybe your right arm extends out behind you. You look back behind you to the right. A nice deep inhale here. And a big exhale, side out. I invite you to shift your breathing now. If you're using that yogic breath, switch from the yogic breath, the ujjayi, to those nice, long, deep, slow inhales and exhales. Take one more big inhale here. And then as you exhale, untwist, unwind, draw both knees into your chest. One more time. We're gonna do the other side. So whatever variation you took for that twist, do the same thing on the other side. Knit your abs in, keep your knees together, or maybe you extend the right leg long this time and then drop your knees over to the right. Stack your left hip over your right. And then maybe, if it feels good, your left arm extends out behind you. Maybe your left shoulder makes it to the mat. Maybe you look behind you. Maybe you don't. These are just options, opportunities to enhance your twist. Make it a little deeper. And then come back to your breath. Nice deep inhale here, followed by a nice big exhale. Then come back to center, gently, slowly. Hug both knees into your chest once again. And then happy baby, flex both your feet. Send both your feet to toward the ceiling, and then use your arms to grab onto whatever's available. So that might be your ankles, it might be your outsides of your feet, might be your big toes, and then use your arms to draw your legs down. Feel your spine pressing into the mat. Draw each knee towards each armpit. It's like your legs are drawing down the sides of your body. You're heading in that direction. And then maybe you rock side to side once again. Maybe you bend and straighten your legs. You can play around with it. Maybe you want stillness and you just want to hang out here for a moment. And then wherever you are, come back to center. Gently release down. And I'm going to give you a couple options. We're heading into our final rest, our Shavasana. I want to give you a couple options for how to position your body for rest. You can do regular Shavasana, which will be lying down on your back, hanging out. I want to give you two more options. You could do legs up the wall. So if you have a couch or a chair or a wall or a fireplace, shimmy your bum all the way up to its edge, and then come lying down on your back, and then rotate your legs so your legs are actually resting, lying up the wall. And you can position, this could work just fine with a chair too. And then you can take your Shavasana here, allowing your feet to be above your heart, resting. So that's option 2. And then your final option, Supta Pada Konasana. So that one, you're going to bring the soles of your feet to touch when bend your knees. So bending knees, feet together, and then roll down, and you rest, letting your legs splay out to the side. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. So those are your choices, my friends. You could be in your Supta Pada Konasana. You could have legs up the wall or legs up a chair, or Shavasana. So find your perfect pose for resting. And then let's take one more deep inhale in together to let it all come out. Big inhale, fill up your belly, fill up your chest. Sigh it out. Stick your tongue out. Beautiful. Getting last wiggles out of your system. I'm going to add some music for your Shavasana. Find that perfect spot for you. And just enjoy a few moments that are just for you. Resting, integrating all your hard work. I will bring us back to attention in just a few minutes. If you want to stay here in your Shavasana and rest for longer, please give that to yourself if you have the time. If you're ready to move on to the next part of your day, start to bring your awareness back into the present space. Allow any supportive, loving thoughts to wash in and surround you, hugging you in with warmth and positivity. Invite in any little micro movements that feel good. Maybe you wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe you rotate your wrists and your ankles. Whatever feels good to you. And then letting that go. Stretch your arms above your head, stretch. Opening, awakening into magical, wonderful, nobody in the world quite like you. And then letting that go, bring your arms back down. And in the most gentle way, roll onto your side, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Maybe you keep your eyes closed for the duration of class. And coming back to that idea of filling up your cup, remembering that when your cup is full, it gives you that ability to go through life fully present, fully there for those that you love, for the tasks that you're undertaking. And it's especially important for those times when a lot is asked of you. So the beautiful thing about filling up your cup is it's cumulative. So if you do it a little bit each day, you end up with some reserves. And it's a great opportunity for you to be extra full and ready for whatever life has before you. So with that, my friends, it's always my goal to leave you a little better than I found you. I hope that happened for you today. The teacher in me honors and appreciates the teacher in each of you. Have a blessed, beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you, friends.